saying, Jake, the link to the submissions also doesn't work. Is that on the link on our
all you gotta do is go to critiquearena.com and just click on it.
Is that on the link on our It's hot here in Cedar City. I was in Cedar City just last week.
All right. Let me check critiquearena.com and see if we're having problems with that slideshow.
I was in Cedar City the day before it flooded Zion Canyon National Park here in Utah, or there in Utah. I'm in Florida now. Hello from Texas. Okay, we are set to pop here in just a minute. Jake's doing a little bit of a little back end cleanup.
Yep. I'm going to start hitting record and we'll go from there. Does that sound good?
I adopted a horse from near Cedar City, a Mustang named Deseo. That's specific information.
Yes. Let me send you the link to all of the. If you check the chat, there's a link there.
If you're into horses, check out a documentary called Unbranded. Holy cow, is that an amazing documentary on the wild Mustangs in the USA. Oh my gosh, one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. Unbranded.
Okay.
Hi from South Africa.
All right.
Hi from Florida.
Stop talking so I can hit record.
India.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Critique Arena. I don't know what number. This is Critique Arena number 26, I believe. Can't believe we've done 26 of these, Will.
Yeah.
That's over
That's
2
crazy.
years of Critique Arena.
That's right. And Mary Monson saying, where's Lee now?
Lee's on vacation in Colorado right now.
What the heck, Lee?
Join us. Will's on vacation too, but he could join us.
I could. Yeah. So we're here doing Critique Arena and we're loving it. And we have some fun ones today.
Yep. Let's get right into our honorable mentions.
Okay. Do we talk about what Critique Arena is for anybody new joining us, or do we just jump right in?
Yeah, go for it. Do it.
Okay. Critique Arena is a competition that we started at sbslearn.com where artists can compete to win the opportunity to work on a piece of art for our podcast, 3-Point Perspective. And what we do is we have those who are subscribed to sbslearn.com submit work through the Critique Arena website, but we give a prompt at the beginning of the month, or the previous month. And so there's a specific thing to illustrate. And then we usually get anywhere from 50 to 150 submissions. And then we choose 16 of them. This time, Jake and I selected 16. Then we put them in brackets and we let you guys vote on them to see which one you like the best. The best two move on and get to illustrate, where we pay them a small stipend for their hard work and they get a little bit of exposure with their artwork. So we have the brackets and we are set to pop. You guys get to vote.
Yeah. So these are our honorable mentions. Will, you want to explain why these didn't quite make the cut to the top 16?
Yeah, we felt on some of these that with the poses, there was either a mechanical, most of it on this one, since this one isn't very conceptual, we really did heavily pick based on drawing mechanics. And when I say the drawing mechanics, I'm saying the three-dimensional perspective,
the volume,
the volume, whether it actually feels like it would work mechanically.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and some of them, like this one right here, we really like this one by Giorgio's. We felt like this one lacked appeal in some ways, as a character, I said to Jake, I said, but maybe some character assignments will lack appeal, and
Yeah,
maybe that's the thing.
I think he's like a great character design, but I think he misses the mark for what Albert needs to be based on the description.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Georgios is getting too creative for this assignment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I really like the colors on this one. But I thought he was, as a mammal, he was unidentifiable as a mammal. I mean, I don't know what mammal, right? Like he's like part monkey, part cat, part bear. It's just too hard to nail down, So yeah, I mean, all these were pretty close. I mean, they made it in our first round pass. We're like, yes, let's pick that one. Yes, let's pick that one. We had 21 and we just had to get rid of 5 or 6.
This one by Julia. We like this one. And the thing that we felt was problematic on this one, what an amazingly difficult assignment to pull off, to turn this muskox into a cute little character, because like you don't see a muskox every day.
Right.
What we felt like on this one was that there was too many contrasting marks that made it difficult to really see the emotions. At first glance, it's very busy, and there's a way to definitely do this one. There were a lot of good things happening with this one. We just didn't feel like it could make it in the final.
Yep. I think this one was too simple. Maybe there wasn't, other than the wearing the fanny pack, like there wasn't anything that made me think this was a special gorilla apart from any other gorilla, right? I don't know. It didn't quite hit the mark for us. So, all right. So just wanted to show you our honorable mentions, and thank you for participating. You guys did really, really good. So let's get down to it. I want to read really quick what the assignment was. So as you guys are judging, keep these things in mind. Meet Albert. He's furry, fun, and always getting into trouble. Follow the adventures of this mischievous mammal in this new series of books for kids. Your assignment is to design a new character that will be in books, a PBS animated series, stuffed animals, and a learning app for kids. The character's name is Albert. He's a young mammal of some kind. You pick. Albert is furry and the size of a kindergartner. Albert was a wild animal that is now living with the family. He is learning how to have manners, how to be responsible, make friends, and how to help out around the house. He's cute, playful, a little mischievous, and kind. He should have some item of clothing on him, like a hat, shirt, pants, shoes, but only one. And what we want from you is a character design sheet that has a neutral pose front, a neutral pose back, a walking or running pose, a sitting pose, and a close-up of the face. So think Blue's Clues, think what's another assignment. Hey, I'm doing the recording right now. Bells ringing, people yelling in the house. Okay, so let's get right down into it. Gee whiz. Okay, you might not be able to hear it all, but it is noisy in my house. All right, let's zoom in here. Let's do our first poll. The way it works is we Will and I will say one thing that we like about it, and then we'll let you guys vote, and we'll go from there. All right, sound good?
All right, here we go.
So I'll go. You want to do A and I do B's?
Sure.
Okay, you do A's. I'll do B's.
Okay. This one's a really fun one. I really like on this the coloring, the attempt to put kind of that human quality of a flushed face, the cheeks, the redness in the cheeks, and to, I don't know, to me, the it makes the color palette a little more sophisticated. So that's what I like about A.
Cool. Thing I like about Albert the Aardvark and what what made this, I think, make the cut. Let me mess with Photoshop here. I'm just going to make it bigger here so we can see both of these better. I liked this sort of half flat, half dimensional look to Albert the Aardvark. It's very linear. It looks like it's almost drawn by a kid, but it has sophistication to it that a kid wouldn't do. A kid wouldn't know to do. So I could totally see this animated and running around, and I really liked it.
Yeah, it looks progressive for the children's book market right now. It looks
yeah.
Almost so someone was asking in the.
Well, go ahead.
Someone was asking in the chat, how do you vote? And for those that are new, we're going to throw up a chance to vote right here, and you get to.
Yep, we're going to give you 1 minute to vote, and we look for any a 90% voting rate. So
yeah,
right now we're at 76%,
and we can't vote. It just popped up for me, and even on my iPad it says nope, hosts and panelists cannot vote.
Yes, I like Christopher's in the chat. I'm Team Albert. You need to vote for Albert. So vote for Albert. Is it Albert A or Albert B? We got 91% voted, and I think 2 more votes or 3 more votes could shift this one. So we'll just wait.
So difficult.
And I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna end in the poll. I'm gonna share this.
Okay.
And the winner is
that's a close
Albert.
One. Albert. That's a close one. It's a good thing Albert won.
It is a close one. Yeah. Okay. Isabell goes to the next round. So we're gonna move her.
So we just move that right on up.
And now Albert Kyle's Albert gets a critique. Anything that Kyle could do to improve this drawing? Well,
when you get into these primitive levels like this, I don't think so. I you know what I mean? Like it works, and I just think
I will say this: there is one rule to winning Critique Arena, for the most part, and people break this rule all the time and still win. Yeah. But for the most part, cute wins.
Cute.
And if you look at
CUTE,
this is cute, and this
CUTE,
is less cute.
Yeah,
cute. So
yeah,
anything you do to make it 50% cuter might have helped. We'll see. Okay, next we've got Rachel versus Juiced, and go for it, Will.
Okay, again, this one it's unexpected, and that's probably the thing that I like the most about this, is that this character is intentionally done in a primitive fashion. I would never have used that color or thought to use that color for the main, but Rachel did.
It's like a reddish
stunning.
pink.
Yeah, it's very stunning, unexpected, and quite frankly, like if I'm an art director, I'm looking for different. That's a big thing that I'm looking for, is not to do what all my competitors, the other art directors are doing in my house or in other houses. I'm looking to find illustrators that are doing something different. So I like that about this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really, that I think that red mane just kind of stuck out to me. So it's nice, and I like this mix of some like cut out paper elements that are put in there as well. So it's like a mixed media thing.
And then Albert's looking at a real lion.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. But he's a lion with stripes. Is he like, he's a
tiger?
Maybe his mom's a tiger and his dad's a lion or something.
Yeah, something.
Okay. And here we have like this like Chihuahua. What are those dogs that are really fluffy? Come on, chat, help me out. The fluffy dogs. They're like a Pomeranian, which is a lot of fun. Little bow in the hair. I like this pencil texture that's going on with the hair. It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting to look at. And I think that's what really stuck out to me. All right.
Somebody says it's a Shih Tzu.
Maybe it's a Shih Tzu. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this poll.
Okay, vote wisely. You only get one vote. You got to make it count.
Yeah. I think too, I'll save this for after we talk about the results, but I've really been enjoying this. Christopher says, is it bad that I want to kick this dog? Really been enjoying seeing Critique Arena done in this way. Seeing the character designs, seeing the environment designs, and then seeing the illustrations. Last year, before that, we were doing essentially you do an illustration every time, and we were getting some mixed results. And I think just illustration fatigue, and so to mix it up this way by having you guys do character design 1 week or 1 month, an environment design the next month. I think it's a good way to like focus on those things without having to do all the work that it would take to do an illustration. Okay, I'm going to end the poll and show the results. And A wins.
So my theory on A is that there's some humor there that is so subtle. It's that subtle kind, like,
Yeah.
Like the cat coming up to Albert.
Yeah, I think too, Albert the stripy lion is way easier. Like a kid can grasp that there's something unique about that instead of Albert the Pomeranian, maybe.
Like maybe he's dealing with stripes. Maybe no other lions that he knows have stripes, and so he's like an outcast. He's kicking the ground like dang it.
I think too what I've noticed, most of the things that made it, I think what made this to the top 16 is for this one is just the rendering. It's so beautifully rendered. But I think what separates it from the others is this is an anthropomorphic. All the other ones, it's like you could see Albert tying his shoe, and you could see him putting on a backpack and going to school. And I don't see this Albert doing that.
Well, it's story. So like you could write, any one of us could take out a piece of paper and write a story about that stripy lion, Albert the stripy lion. We'd have a harder time writing about this dog.
Yeah. Okay. Next, I think this is the only alpaca we saw in all of the submissions. However, this is one of many. It was interesting. Many red pandas. So red pandas
are popular. Yeah.
Yep. They're popping. Okay. Can I say that? My kids would just cringe right now. All right. Frank versus Jeanette. Here we go. What do you like about Frank's Albert?
It's well delineated and defined. It's a well thought out. You're seeing the finished product here.
Yeah.
But we, as far as drawing this character over and over, it seems pretty well figured out, and I like that.
I could see this animated really easy, Also noted here, this is another fanny pack as an article of clothing. Thought that was interesting.
It's a neck pack.
What's that? It's a neck
pack. Neck pack. Yeah.
That might just be a new fashion. Fashion thing. Okay, so yes, someone asked, is that a bra the red panda's running away with? He is mischievous. He's going to get into your underwear drawer and grab stuff that he shouldn't. What I like about this is there's just so much stinking appeal in this design. It's cute, it's cuddly, it's fluffy. I could imagine scooping him up and giving him a big hug. So let's see
what people like.
Let's see what you guys go ahead and vote.
Beware of anyone trying to bribe you for your vote. Follow your heart.
Yeah. I want to clear. So the person who said they want to kick the dog, is that the irritant factor isn't best for the kind of character. That irritant factor isn't the kind of, they're just clarifying there. Like,
okay.
this character shouldn't be irritating.
Right.
They're mischievous in an appealing, not an appealing.
No
in a
one's actually going to kick a
endearing
dog.
sort of way.
Yeah. No one's actually going to harm any animals.
Yes. And just because it doesn't mean the drawing's bad, it means that you drew such a convincingly irritating character that it's inspiring those feelings in people. Okay, I'm going to end this poll and share the results, and B takes it. So
You got to show us.
Good job.
We
Good
can't
job,
see
Jake.
the result, Jake. We got to see that result.
I thought I shared them.
There we go.
Did you see them now?
I do now. B. All right.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the results.
B is moving on. Okay, so what could Frank do better? I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of the neck pack. Don't,
Yeah, but maybe. What if? I mean, at this point, it's not like draw it differently. It's what little tweaks could you do to make it more appealing? And maybe like he needs glasses or something. Make these eyes bigger and less smaller and beadier. It's probably the thing you run into with doing eyes like this is they can be somewhat expressionless. So the bigger, the better, the more clear you do the eyes, the better sometimes. All right, let's go to the next. We've got Aurelia and Mag. And I recognize Mag from Children's Book Pro as well. So let's go for it. What do you think about Albert the Groundhog?
I like the hat and goggles. So, I mean, everyone had to make a choice here because the animals are going to be, very limited in their clothing. And I like that he got 2 in 1 pretty much there. The goggles and the hat,
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if he's like a fly boy.
Right.
If he's it says, who says that? Who?
It's a groundhog who isn't afraid
to fly. Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of clever. So I could see like a lot of his, maybe his stories are, all the other groundhogs are like afraid and the safest is in your hole or in the ground or things like that. And he's like, no, let's go on an adventure. And every book or episode is about what kind of crazy adventure Albert could go on. All right. I absolutely love this pig's face. Big expressive eyes. You can see the expression here. The presentation here is nice too. Like very clear, very well done. And throwing in like our faces with marker all over them. It's just a lot of fun. So just the design is great, but the presentation.
Now, did we choose that one because our faces were in there?
Well, I mean, cover up the faces and look at everything. Still good.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
It's better if you cover
so
up
much
the faces.
Storytelling. Okay, I'm going to relaunch the poll. I want to see what you guys think. I want to, while you guys are voting, tell me if you're liking where we're going with Critique Arena. This is our 3rd character we've explored this year so far. And we in our meeting at the beginning of 2021 or at the end of 2020, we were like, let's try it. Let's run it 4 times. 4 different characters, 4 different environments, 4 different illustrations for the whole year. So we're going to do this one more time. And if you like this, we'll keep doing it next year. But we're curious because we were kind of having some internal conversation about whether or not we should do it again next year.
I'm just reading the chat right now.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, I love Critique Arena.
They love it. They love it. They
Does it-
really love it. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know what
share.
inspired Critique Arena was where I got the idea from. It was watching Survivor
Okay, I'm sharing
and
the
just
results.
seeing the competition all the time. Yeah, okay. So if I'm looking at both of these and I want to give the groundhog I can't,
So
our
yeah,
Aurelia's,
B takes it. You saw the
yeah,
poll, right?
yeah. A little critique on Aurelia's. I think that mechanically Mags is working better, and so there's some drawing mechanics that can happen with
Mm-hmm.
the legs, with the way the body moves, that could make it take this character to the next level. What do you think about that, Jake?
I agree. I think it gets a little flat, and not in a good way, because the
Mm-hmm.
character's so almost like the Disney school of character design going on here. So if you're going to go that direction, Disney characters have volume, and they're tangible, and he does get a little flat, in the face. This
Mm-hmm.
forward face feels like a flat forward face. So I would add a little more dimension to him. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Now we're going to go down here. Where are we? There it is. Okay. We've got Zen versus William. And okay, tell us why you like Zens.
One of the things that I like about this one is uh, the way that the hair was handled. It's a scruffy little character. It just makes, I don't know. I'm a kind of a sucker for that kind of rendering.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of biased towards that a little bit.
I like the
I like the
proportions
shape
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do Williams here. This I've never seen, maybe since Lion King, I haven't seen a hyena that is this fun and cute and appealing. I just thought it was really, really well done. He's got like the button-up shirt on. You could see like biting this little personality in each one of these images. It's just
they captured the feel of a hyena, which is stocky,
yeah,
thick necked, powerful jaw. I mean, like really captured. I mean, that's a hyena.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna relaunch the poll and knock yourselves out. Let's see. Oh, this is a close one. Wow, this is really close. You guys are very polarized. Jake, here's a suggestion. One idea for Critique Arena might be to go through the list of 100 plus things that we must include in our portfolios. Well, I agree. That would be a good thing, but it's not like we're going to do this month have have good composition, right?
Well, but we could do some of that. That's actually a good idea in some ways.
Some of them are very specific. Like
maybe we could pull 20
what is
things.
it? You got to show plants, you got to show animals, you got to show different kinds of characters and different backgrounds. So
we could also give them an assignment that covers multiple things on that list.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to end the poll here and share the results.
Wow.
What do we do?
You either vote again, or people that haven't voted, vote now. So what do you need?
Exactly. I think this has happened only one time before.
No, it's happened a couple times.
Yeah, maybe a couple times. So I'm going to relaunch it one more time.
This time, vote right, you guys.
Everyone's going to change. I don't know if anyone's going to change their mind, right? So
vote your heart.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do it. I'm gonna reopen it, but this time for 15 seconds. So that means people that are really passionate about one or the other are gonna vote right away. And everyone else who doesn't care is just gonna wait. Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
I'm nervous for you.
It won't be the same. The tie will be broken.
Okay, here we go. Okay, 5 seconds. We got 10 seconds to go. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And
poll, sharing results.
There it is. All right.
A difference of 4 votes. 4 votes. All right, William. Sorry.
But cute one again.
Cute one again.
Remember the rule. Your character was great.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that Z, you moved Williams up.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going the wrong way. Never mind.
A won. A got 52%.
I'm used to you moving them down. So now you're at the bottom bracket.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're moving them up. Got it.
Will, what could William have done to get that?
Nothing. He tied. He could have
4%.
easily won.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's great. I love the gesture on where he's looking up at the bird. That's great.
Yeah. All right. Next one.
Okay, so we have William again, a different William against Bailey.
Yeah.
And so one thing that I like about Bailey's is the shapes are very, very simply delineated. I mean, and this is one thing that we constantly try to teach in our classes is be very deliberate in your shape making. And this one is a good example of that. Being the opposite of that is to draw more chaotically. If you see people that are really sketchy and scrubby with their lines because they're not sure what shape they're even trying to draw. And this is very much the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm. I think what drew me into this one was these wonderful shape, this sort of shape language that's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
There's not like a sharp edge in sight. Everything's round and just kind of flows into everything. And there's little repeated shapes here and there. So colors are good too. It's just a really fun design.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to see what the crowd thinks.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Are you going to go retro? Are you going to go more with the more current? What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm. What to do? So in the chat, they're saying, as far as the portfolio stuff, if we are specific, maybe more specific in the illustration on the third month. So it might be okay, you've designed your character, you designed your environment. Now for this illustration, draw your character and an environment in, the snow or in a rainstorm. So weather would be one thing, or, the emphasis for this is vegetation. So, show them in a forest or a jungle or something like that, just to mix things up. Okay, I'm going to end the poll here. And I'm going to share the results.
Okay. So they picked Bailey's.
Yeah. A1 steak sauce.
Okay. What could William have done?
I want to say that what could he have done? Golly, what I think maybe what's having a hard time is the values aren't this red it's the same value as everything else. And it just feels a little warm than everything. So I'm wondering
it's got that retro style. I mean, it's like back when, and it was influenced by printing techniques at the time. So they were only able to print spot colors, so illustrators had very limited choices, right?
Just wondering, like, what if we
Darkened it.
pick the darker red?
Mm.
You know, something like that, maybe.
To where can you toggle back and forth? To where the saturated red isn't taking over as much. Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
the saturated red kind of vibrates a little bit with the orange of his fur.
Yeah.
And then the darker one doesn't. But
let's try this. So he's mostly orange. So let's try a complementary color. Oh, let's do
the blue.
I gotta do it this way. Okay. See, I feel like that looks.
You're a Photoshop master, Jake.
That looks really.
But then the background is hard. It would be better on white now.
Oh yeah. All right, we could just spend all day on this. So, anyway, good job.
Okay.
All right, let's do the next.
Next one, we have Melissa versus Ruth.
Melissa versus Ruth. The Wombat versus the Coatimundi.
Robert says, this is my favorite part of the critique arena. When we pontificate on dumb changes.
Yep. All right. You want to say what you like about Melissa's?
Yeah. This one has fun proportions. The fatness, the roundedness of this roly-poly little character, and the tiny little eyes, the big nose, and the tiny mouth. I like that look. It's a little bit more unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I like that. Just
a fun rendering style, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What I like about this Albert the Coatimundi is he's like dripping with style. Like, to give him that orange vest, it just looks. I just think it looks cool. So here's my critique. It looks cool. What makes it look cool? Shape language again. This is a very appealing design to have, like, these round features.
Mm-hmm.
The balance of thicks and thins,
the pattern
and everything. Yeah, the pattern, just expertly done. Okay, I'm gonna relaunch here. See what everyone thinks.
I like how a lot of you guys gave Albert a logo as well with his name. Smart.
Yeah, you guys are stretching your graphic design legs a little bit, which is nice. Really cool to see. I like also in the chat, they're saying, "Who's his little friend?" What kind of animal is that? It's fun. It's fun. All right. I'm going to end the poll because I feel like we're almost at 90 and it's not going to make much of a difference.
So you're ending it, and the answer is letter A.
Letter A wins.
So cool. Melissa, you move on. And that's a super fun one. It's hard to know.
Yeah, it's hard to know what would make this better. And I think maybe what it's missing is expression.
So so maybe there's that. Maybe there's a lack of storytelling a little bit in these actual so there's competing on its own, and then there's competing with the one that you don't know you're going to be up against, right?
Yeah.
So Ruth had no idea she's going to be up against Melissa. But if she did, I think what would make this one compete more is the fatness, the plumpness of the body to compete with that. A wombat is just cute.
I think you do something like that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
a little bit more expression.
Just a little.
If I were drawing, if I were going to redraw that, I would make it. I would play around with the proportions even a little bit more to compete with that wombat, which is dumb because you wouldn't know you were against the wombat.
Yeah. But I think just adding those two things, those really help. Mm-hmm. Help with the eye.
But I think there's something wrong about also thinking that everything has to be super cute. Because if everybody made everything super cute, then everything would be super cute.
But this is for kindergartners.
That's true.
But
that's cute. I think that's cute, and it's not super fat and plump. I don't know. It's tough at this level.
Yeah.
You guys are all doing good stuff. So we got Kaelin versus Miranda. And
we should do from the chat. Kelly says we need to do an ugly monster contest. So I guarantee the person who makes a cute monster in the ugly monster contest is still going to win.
Okay, so you've got the kangaroo versus the red panda again, right?
No, this is a flying squirrel.
Oh.
Or not a flying lemur.
Flying lemur.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you know that?
Just by looking at it.
Oh. Flying. I thought lemurs always had the striped tail.
Not flying lemurs.
What? I have to look up a flying lemur.
Look it up. Go look it up.
I'm going to do it right now.
Okay. While you look it up, I'll do why I like Miranda's. Why we chose it for the top 16. This one, again, another red panda, like he was saying, it's unabashedly appealing in its cuteness. Nice color choices. The white against the red works really well. The yellowish and purple against this orangish brownish that we've got going on. Colors are good. Just a lot happening here that makes it look really good. So, okay, what'd you find, Will?
Well, none of them have a tail. That's what threw me off. That I can see. Where's my camera? But anyway,
that's true. They don't have tails. But
anyway, I love the way it's
flying
drawn.
aardvark.
It's drawn really well mechanically. If you look at the second one in the middle, the middle character on the top row, really, really well drawn. The shape language again, the thicks and thins, the deliberate shape. I mean, the gesture, everything's working really, really well. The color's appealing.
I think it's an aardvark.
Huh?
Do you see my?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Is Kaelin not here?
It doesn't look like. Otherwise, she'd probably show up.
What does everybody in the chat think?
Maybe it's a flying squirrel. I don't know. Squirrels don't have noses like that. Maybe it's its own animal. I mean, it is purple.
And it can't be a kangaroo because the tail isn't the kangaroo kind.
Yeah.
Where they use it as like a fifth arm.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's a mammal.
Okay. It is what it is. And I like it a lot.
Right. Okay. Should we vote?
Okay.
Here we go.
Choose wisely.
So next month, we're going to do Albert's home. And then the month after that, it's going to be Albert's, an illustration with Albert. What do you guys want to do for the next character? We've done a Yeti. We've done a fairy tale traveler character. We've done Albert for kindergartners. What should be the fourth?
Somebody says a villain. Villains are really fun. But we haven't done a child. What about a human child?
Human child.
Boy or girl? Girl or boy?
We'll think about it. I think it's your turn to choose, Will.
It might just have to be a villain. Make everybody happy.
Isabell says. I think we do.
Yeah. I think it should be a child.
Yeah.
This is a children's book
A villain
organization.
child.
Yeah.
Alien robot monster child. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna end this poll.
What's it looking like?
It is looking like it was close.
It's
but
looking
not
like
close
B.
enough. Everyone went B.
Okay.
You don't think us trying to figure out what kind of animal that was threw it off, right? Threw
I
off
don't
the
think
vote.
so.
Okay.
This one's drawn, the red panda is drawn really well by Miranda there. I mean, like, but yeah, like, so is this one. This one's drawn extremely well. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
And
I have
again, at
no-
this level, it can go either way, you know?
I have zero critiques on this. Throw this in your portfolio, Kaelin.
Yeah,
and
it's really, really well done.
Yeah, you'll be doing just fine. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's move all the way up here. We're gonna vote.
Okay, so can you zoom out just so we can see what's going on? Just to see, like, anybody who came in late is like, what are you doing? Is that all right? Okay, so
Yep.
now we've got, you can see the field of 16. Now we're down to the field of 8,
Yep.
soon to be 4. Okay.
So it's a good mix. And you're more likely to get chosen if you're A, it seems like.
Mm,
All right. Let's vote.
dumb luck. Okay, here we go.
All right. Albert,
This is where we just vote quick on these.
Albert
let's
the
just-
furry animal versus Albert the stripy lion.
Uh-huh. With a real Albert, please stand up.
There can be only one Albert.
Well, 2. There can only be 2.
Yes, at the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to end this at 30 seconds because you guys know. But only 78 have voted? 70%?
You know what we should do? We should, the
Put
3
down
of
your
us,
sandwich.
Jake, me, you, and Lee should do the critique arena
Mhm.
and let the audience vote on the winner between us.
Oh, I feel like Lee would win.
Do you guys want to do that? Okay, we got B. Stripey
B
Lion.
wins. Rachel Horn takes it to the finals. She's like
Yeah,
the
so they
Phoenix Sun.
they say they want to do that, Jake. Why don't
They
you
want
want
us
to do
to-
this? Yeah, why don't you want to do it? Do you see what I
alright.
did there, guys?
You're making.
See what
I got other stuff to do, Will. No, I'll do it. I just feel really bad to have you lose something else.
Oh,
You know,
don't
Another-
feel bad. I'm used to losing things a lot.
All right, I'm gonna relaunch.
Can you guys imagine that our SVS meetings are filled with snark?
Yeah.
And backhanded
We
compliments.
So here we got Albert T. Red versus Albert the Pig. What if we did an all-pro critique arena? So it was us 3, David Hone.
Oh, I like
David
that.
O, like all of our teachers.
Ooh,
What if
that's
we
a little scary. That's intimidating because if I lost between the 3 of us, then that's like 1 out of 3. But if I lose, if I'm like last place
think
amongst
who will critique
a huge
critique
group,
the critics? Marco Bucci would be good. Maybe Lee could talk Dan Santat into it.
yeah. Oh boy, that's scary.
Okay, I'm in the
This
poll.
is getting scary now.
I'll tell you what. Here's how we're gonna do it. Well, are you ready? To this? Okay, I'm gonna share the results. And
All of a sudden, it's going to get done now.
Albert wins.
Okay, Albert wins again.
Yep. Again, at this point, like there's nothing to critique here.
There really isn't.
I mean,
It comes
maybe.
down to the appeal. And, style, I would say it really comes down to style here. This is a highly rendered style. And, it's,
I wonder
yeah.
if like the eyes could have been.
I think it comes down to style.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. Can you show us the original? Or did you
Yeah.
modify the original?
No, I didn't modify. Let's see.
You're not an amateur, Jake. You've been there and you've made those mistakes before.
Okay.
You've told yourself that you'll never do that again. Yeah.
Make those eyes big. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like the smaller eyes though, but I will say this: the small eyes, the bow tie, it makes him feel like he's Uncle Buck,
Mm,
instead of a little kindergartner.
mm. I like the
All
bigger
right.
eyes. Yeah.
This is going to be a tough
Okay.
one. This is going to be hard.
Will there be any cash prizes if we do it?
No, here's what I was thinking. You ready?
Yeah.
Let me launch this. While these guys are voting, here's what we do. We get sponsors for the All Pro edition of Critique Arena. And the sponsorship money goes to whoever wins favorite charity. So there's things on the line.
Or a scholarship for one of our students.
Yeah, or a scholarship, something like that. So the money goes towards something bigger and better than us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 5 seconds left.
Adam likes that idea of a scholarship.
Yeah, no one else seems to care. Maybe they're too busy voting. I think that's what's going on there. All right, I'm going to share the results here.
Isabell says we didn't critique hers.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay,
so
Zin wins, and Bailey just barely loses. You know what I would do to critique on this one? Everything looks so appealing and round, and then these wings just feel flat. And so I'd want to see a little bit more dimension, like instead of just thin lines for the fingers here, and nothing for the arms.
That doesn't bother me though.
It bothers me, Will. What would you do to make it better?
I don't think you can. I think it's just, I think we're voting between things that are so good that
the problem is this bat is clearly Gryffindor when everyone knows bats are Ravenclaw. That's
we never critiqued Isabell.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, we skipped you, Isabell. Isabell. I'm looking at him like, what would I do better? What would I change on this?
I wouldn't. I could see this in a children's book.
I love his pants, how they're pulled up so high. He's running with them off.
There's a hole for the tail. There's little subtle things that are funny. He's running with his pants off. I mean, it's just, here's what it is we're choosing between good things.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it could have said Albert the weird bear, because I'm not sure what kind of animal this is. I don't know.
You know another way to do Critique Arena, and let me see if you guys like this idea. This would make it a nightmare for Jake, but you guys don't mind making a nightmare for Jake. And it would be that we take all the entries and we put 5 against each other. So A would have 5, B would have 5. They just pick one of the, on each side, the 5.
So they're choosing between 5 instead of 2.
Yeah.
We can do that.
And then those move on. Would you guys does that sound like a neat idea?
So
we don't
there's no
choose
top
any
16.
of them. So Leela says complex. Kelly says yes.
So
sounds fun.
Top 16.
Yeah, Sarah. What say again? So in other words, we put all of them in the beginning. The first round is a little complex because let's say there's 4 or 5 that you have to choose through, but you just pick one. Can the poll handle that, Jake? Can you do like A, B, C,
you can do as
D?
many options as you want in the poll.
Okay.
What we could do is just put all of them in the poll and you vote for which one you want.
Well, you could display 4 of them at a time. So we could cut it down real quick, and we just let you guys pick one. so that you see what's moving on, and then it's up to you to see why
Mm-hmm.
they're
I
getting
think
picked.
the reason we pick the top 16 is that it doesn't become a popularity contest,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's worth a shot. Let's try it.
Maybe we try it.
Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I'm going back in the chat to see.
Leela says she's Latina, so it does inform her perspective. I think we all bring biases to the table, don't we?
Yeah.
What's weird is I really like European children's art.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, but I also love more, Americanized stuff too. So
all right.
Yeah.
Let's end this poll and
a red panda or a wombat. It's going to be the wombat. Okay.
The wombat wins. There can be.
I think there's something really sophisticated about a tiny mouth. I've had this theory for a long time. Of course, the red panda has a small mouth too. But
Leela says, please don't hate on me for political correctness, but I would love to see a bit more diversity in your experts. I love you guys and everything you do. And as a global citizen, I would love to hear from more women, more illustrators of color. If you know of any professional illustrators that you would love us to reach out to and invite to teach a class or, guests for like a jump session or to be a part of Critique Arena, let us know, because we're always looking for new talented professionals that's
right. SVS does not rely on us.
Yeah. Okay, so Albert, Miranda, I should add, is a Critique Arena winner more than once, but it didn't happen this time. Sorry, Miranda. I think the main problem why this lost is it was up against the wombat.
Yeah.
That's the only, I don't know. I mean, I love the design. I think it's great. Maybe it leans a little to animation, and whereas the wombat leans really hard into illustration.
Mm-hmm. With the texture,
and there's just rendering and modeling around it, and this is like very linear and cell shaded. So, but that's her style. Don't change your style just because of that.
No.
I mean, this would be the right pick for a different art director. So, at this stage, it's not. There's nothing I would change to make this better.
Mm-mm.
Okay, now let's do. This is
it. We got. It's go time now. This is a tough one. Man, that's a tough one right there. I'd hate to predict which one would win, so I'm not going to. Also, it would be unfair to make that prediction.
Yeah. Okay, it's a little close, but the lead does favor one person. Really does. So yeah, if you have a suggestion of a person, it's hard to like keep track of the chat because it's moving, but I don't want to miss anybody. So just shoot us an email. Either one of our personal emails or to like the SVS Learn. SVS.
And if you know them, you could reach out to them and have them contact us too.
Okay, I'm going to end the poll and share the results.
You know who I'd love to have is Therese Larson.
Oh, yeah.
I know she's a busy woman.
Mag, congratulations. You won.
All right.
Arena. Rachel, so sorry.
I could have seen that going either way.
You made it to the finals, so take heart in that. And I really do hope you pull this style into the next challenge of designing the home, the environment. So I really want to see your portfolio have this, the home, and then a final illustration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this one.
Okay, pigs versus wombats.
Yeah. Here we go. Launching it.
Interesting.
You guys are voting early and voting fast.
What are you doing after this, Jake?
I'm gonna try to do another YouTube video.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I have 2 in the can ready to post.
Is anybody else out there doing anything fun after this today?
Tomorrow, maybe.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I want to take the kids to a museum, but I don't know if they'll have time or I'll have time.
Oh.
But on Monday we go to Washington D.C. for fun. So.
Oh, nice. My hometown.
Yeah.
So
What
a
are
bunch
you
of people
doing?
are going to sleep. I'm just looking at the chat here. Somebody's doing homework. Somebody's going to the brew pub.
Oh, I totally forgot about the
Bike
poll.
race.
Send it.
Making lasagna.
All right.
Wow.
Guess who
Watering a
wins?
Big tree.
Albert the Wombat.
The wombat. Wow. You got to show us the poll.
Oh, I am sharing. I'm sharing it.
I don't see it.
You
Do you
don't
guys
see
see it? It could be just me.
I'll reshare.
Can anybody see the poll?
Yeah, they can see it. It's 70-30. So
No.
favor goes to Albert.
Oh, that's
So-
weird. It never popped up for me. It could be that I'm hitting the chat window.
Oh,
That's probably what it was.
so
'Cause see, on the iPad, I have to
congratulations,
choose.
Melissa Bailey and Mag Takak.
Yeah.
Is that how
Those
you
are
say it?
great ones, you guys.
I feel like
Takak.
Yeah, Takak. Beautiful. Good stuff. Can't wait to see what they do next month.
Yeah.
And Zen,
So much good work. And we wish.
I want to say on this one, I know it's not your style. I'm just going to do one thing. And I just want to see what it would look like.
Mhm.
Hold on. Oh, man. What the heck happened here?
That pig does look a little bit mischievous. Like you wouldn't want to leave it unattended in your house. Oh, you want some more white in the eyeballs?
Maybe. Now it looks crazy.
Yeah. Well, you gotta
Don't do that.
redefine the eyeballs. Well, you can do it. Just whiten the whole thing. Aw.
Maybe that. Oh, then they get a little soulless. I don't know. This is a tough one. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, thanks for participating, you guys. These were really fun to look at.
Yep.
And,
congrats to our winners.
yeah. So how do they end up getting the assignment?
They will be emailed by, I think Daniel emails them, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Maybe David emails them. I forget the pipeline. Alicia, I can't believe Albert won. Albert, we're so proud of you. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good Critique Arena, and we hope to see you in August.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Bye, everybody.
Yep. Good night.
I'm just doing some stuff.